So, welcome to the Rare Podcast. Question for all of you watching. Who here is worried about making more money, buying the new house, buying the new car, right? Showing up with a little bit of a facade, right? Now, let me ask you a question. How much of your life actually gets better once you get the new car, once you get the new house, once you get the raise? Not much, right? So, when was the last time you started taking care of this, right? And I guarantee you, if you start taking care of this, everything in your life gets better. I promise you that. So start doing that today. Make that change. On that note, Alex, when did you start taking care of this?
I'm still taking care of it.
Are you?
I started taking care of it a long time ago.
Yeah.
Back in high school, really.
Okay.
Um, but that's just through just fumbling around trying to figure out what I was doing, and you got to a place to where I've done, you name it, the P90X program, the YouTube programs, the apps. Been a part of a big box gym. Gone on hikes. Um, but the frustrating part was like when you stop seeing results. It's like you're always kind of just working and working and working, and you're not really going further.
Yeah, yeah.
And it turns into like, and as life gets busier, your fitness starts to, you have less time for myself, right? You have family and business and things like that.
Yeah. So let me ask you a question. So you said something key there. You said results things start or stop, right? So why did you continue to do the same thing if results stop? Like, because the definition of insanity is what? You expect a different result, but you keep doing the same thing day in and day out.
Because you just probably don't know another way.
Okay. All right. So
It's
Alex,
what's worked in the past stops working, and you give yourself different excuses, and really you just added more to your plate, and you stop doing the things that's were working.
so have there been periods or seasons in your life where you actually, and let me like a 30-day, a 60-day, a 90-day, a quarter, beginning of the year, end of the year, where you've actually stayed with the fitness routine and realized like, wow, everything is getting better, or not, or how's that work? Has it been a period where you've sustained some fitness and realized like, oh wow, this is making a difference in my life?
Yeah, man. No, when I joined Rare, I think it was the first time I saw that was when you have some accountability. I think that was the biggest the needle mover for me is just having some people around me, some coaches, where they make sure you show up. If you don't show up, there's someone in your phone calling you out. But at the same time, it's that, what do they say, that you are the average of the 5 people that you spend the most time with.
Yeah.
So if you're in the room and everybody's operating at a certain level, you're kind of pulled to that standard.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's kind of what I saw here at Rare.
Okay, very cool. So give us a little breakdown. So you started here how long ago? What do you do for a living? What's your situation? Wife, kids?
Yeah, I think I started here around 2017,
Okay.
almost maybe earlier,
Almost a decade ago.
almost a decade ago.
My God.
Yeah, met you guys through a friend. Um, I'm in sales, so I do business to business sales. I help businesses with payment processing and digital marketing. So I'm out on the road a lot. I'm
Yeah.
in my car a lot, driving all over God's creation. My schedule moves. My phone blows up all the time. There's fires to put out and things like that. So there's never a day that's the same in my life. And at home now, I have two little boys. I have a 3-year-old, 3-year-old and a 1-year-old,
Okay.
and a beautiful wife at home as well.
So a wife, a 3-year-old, a 1-year-old. So how are you fitting in any type of fitness routine in your life right now? What are you doing? Like, what's one thing you're doing that you can keep that as a routine, whether it's a day a week, 2 days a week, 3 days a week, every day? What is it? And what are you doing?
It was easier before the kiddos, because when they're young, they consume your schedule. So now it's something I'm working through.
Okay.
Because what once was a morning routine now is a big question mark of a morning routine, because you never know what's gonna happen in the morning. You either, and they wake up at 4 a.m., you're up with them, right? Whether you had sleep or not.
Yeah.
And then people say, well, just fit the workout in. Okay. I need to fit sleep in.
Yeah.
But no, when we had the kiddo, I knew that I was preparing for that to happen. I was already working out at Rare here, and coming in, I would usually just plan my weeks on Sundays, and I would say this is when I'm working out, and I would mark that, block it off on my calendar, and I'd plan my days around that. I know that my business happens here, and my workout's gonna be right here, and that becomes one of those non-negotiables that I would fit in my schedule. When the kiddos came, I installed a squat rack in my garage, put some equipment downstairs because I knew, like, if I can't get it in the mornings or my usual time, because family is now becoming more demanding of me, and that's my priority currently. It's just if my kids need me, I'm going to be there.
Yeah.
But if I can't take care of myself, if I'm not in the best version of myself, they're getting the leftovers after everything, right? And that's why I put the squat rack back there, and I have the app, I have all the information, I have the coaching. I just now need to put it in when either they go to bed or I'll wake up super early.
Gotcha.
So there, in my life currently, it's not as predictable of a routine, just because currently I know it gets easier, but oftentimes I get it in the evenings now.
Gotcha.
At home.
So two questions. So one thing we tell people as well is that, like we'll mention a lot of ladies, hey, when you have your hair appointment or a nail appointment or whatever you got going on, how many times do you cancel that? And the answer, they're like, never, right? So would you say that you having that non-negotiable, like, I'm going to have a workout in, if I can't get to the gym, then I'm going to do it at home today, is that helpful? Like having it on like your own scheduled, an appointment with yourself, and it's non-negotiable, like you said.
Yeah.
Has that been something that's helped, where before you were looking at YouTube and now it's like, no, this isn't a non-negotiable?
It's something that builds up, right? So, habits don't just happen. Standards in your life don't just happen. Because if you're starting off, it's when you're tired at the end of the day, it's easy to just, like, I'm exhausted, I have no energy to work out.
Yeah.
And that becomes a snowball effect where you just become more tired and more days missed. But when you do fit it in and it's non-negotiable, it's you make it a standard. You know why you're doing it. Like for me, it's, I grew up with my dad struggled with weight. Like he'd come home, he'd sit on the couch, and he went through different diet plans from what I remember when I was in high school and things like that. But it was not a thing that I saw in my parents. Like they didn't have a fitness routine that was transferred to us. We saw struggle. So I didn't have that habit.
Yeah. I can agree. I had the same thing. Yeah. Not necessarily my parents, but grandparents. Yeah. They were like, they were fat. I mean, it's that simple. They were out of shape and fat.
Yeah. But after a couple months of, like, we did a couple of challenges here at Rare, where you start building that accountability, that routine, you start seeing some results. You're starting to change your identity.
Yeah.
If you are the person who works out, it's not a question, right, anymore.
Well, you said something interesting a minute ago, too. You said you don't just have standards, right? You create them. It's from these little habits, right? And when we first started the show, you said something about accountability. It's not about necessarily getting to the gym every day and things like that, but if you can't make it, instead of stressing out, what's something you could do at home? Like, hey, do like 10 push-ups or 10 sit-ups. Like, just schedule 2 minutes with yourself to do something, right? And then build upon that, because now you've set a standard of this, and then that's going to evolve, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it could be, hey, everybody has 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Everybody has 15 minutes. You can go for a walk.
Yeah.
And you can do if you don't have anywhere to walk, cool. You can do standing walk.
Yeah.
Right. So there's always, like, working out could be a 20 minutes of burpees.
Yeah, but that's not a workout, or like walking. Walking's not a workout, Alex. What are you talking about?
It doesn't mean like I have to drive physically to a gym if I, and put an hour in. Then you have to redefine what working out is for you.
Yeah.
Especially in how your life and your schedules, how do you fit that in there?
Exactly. So for you, though, was there a point, let's go back a little bit. So you used to try to do YouTube. You had all the gym memberships. Was there a breaking point? What was the decision where you said, I got to join a gym and get a coach or coaches or be around people with that type of influence? Because like you said, you surround yourself with mentors and coaches, right? But really you never had one dealing with fitness and health.
Right.
So what was the point that you said, I got to stop this? I got to make a change?
For me, it was, looking back at years, and I'd always be in a gym and not seeing progress. I'm just kind of maintaining, so to speak.
Well, maintaining's okay, right?
Yeah. But if you're having a goal to get somewhere, and you spend so much time and years and kind of renewing yourself, and you're just not moving, something's wrong.
Right.
And me, I was kind of a lone wolf. I was going to the gym by myself, and when I got into a group environment where there's other people and there's coaching, it was always a significantly better workout. It was more fun, it was more challenging, and less time as well.
Yeah.
You walk out of there like, man, I'm capable. They're pulling more out of me.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
seeing more.
Yeah.
I don't have to think, don't plan. I don't have to plan my workout, like what I'm gonna do. Really, the hardest part is just plan it, show up.
You said you're in sales, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If we just met today, you said you were in sales. I'd be willing to bet $1 million that you've had a sales coach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've invested in many.
Mini. What would mini be? Would that be like 3 or 10 or more?
Oh man, probably more than 10.
More than 10. Okay.
Yeah, just
Now-
different programs, different individuals, different skill sets that I've learned and pay people money to.
Okay,
to
so
gain a
not
skill set.
only a program, not only a coach, but like a program and all these other things.
Oh, yeah.
Multiple. Okay, so how much would you say? So has that increased your? You're not just staying steady with sales, right? Your sales, you become a better salesperson. You made more money, right? Okay.
Right.
When you and your wife, when she got pregnant, you guys went. You had a coach for like Lamaze classes or whatever. I'm assuming, right?
Yep.
To make sure you were good parents to start off right.
Mm-hmm. We even purchased, because I mean, it's a scary thing having your first kiddo.
I bet. Yeah. It's a human being.
Yeah, there was an online program for moms, and
Yeah.
you know, I was surprised how informational it was, and it plugged you into online community of people. There was one here locally where we had, a doula and all the support. But man, it's crazy the world we live in now. You can.
Information is at your fingertips.
Information is right here, and it's almost overwhelming. And so you can plug into a virtual community with real people, and it's pretty cool.
Now, when you got into that community, because I want to use this as the example so everybody listening out there, when you got into that community, you said it was an online community, but then you and Kimberly met other women, other men, right?
Yep.
Did you guys reach out to any of them?
Get your questions answered. Yep.
Yeah, and was there a coach in that group or like a lead person? Why do you think people just don't believe in having a coach for their health?
Yeah, I don't know, man. For myself, we always put ourselves last, right? We give, and and sometimes we think we can do it on ourselves, and there's really no one speaking from the outsider's perspective to say this hasn't worked.
Yeah.
For so long, and you keep redoing your goal year after year. Like you said, is this becoming more of you're strengthening a bad habit of bad results, right? Of just putting a lot of effort that's not producing a result. Something's wrong. There's a missing piece. Maybe like for me, like I learned how to eat,
right?
How to look at food, right?
Yeah.
I don't need to be in the gym 6 days out of the week or 7 days out of the week.
And so, question: so you don't have a six-pack right now, right?
No,
but you feel good.
Shut up.
Yeah. Well, I don't either right now. It's okay, but you feel pretty good, right?
Yeah.
Have we ever once in a time been? You said since 2017. Have we ever said to you, "Well, you can't eat that"?
No.
Have we said to you, "You have to diet"?
No.
What? So you don't have a six-pack, but you feel pretty good and healthy. You can do a pull-up. You can do that. You feel good, comfortable around the gym.
Right. Yeah.
What you did not used to feel that way, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And maybe I don't need a six-pack, right? It's I'm comfortable where I'm at.
Yeah.
But there's never been a time where you told me you can't eat this. This is bad food for you. You can't enjoy a piece of cake or pizza. You can't like have a birthday party. You have to go and cook yourself a piece of steamed broccoli and a piece of chicken.
And be the downer at the party.
Or no carbs.
Jeez.
Whatever it is, right?
Yeah. Okay, good. So we've never said that. So the other thing too, so the six-pack thing, I'm not picking on you. I'll pick on me. I don't have one either. But it's almost like if you were in sales and wanted to make $500,000 and you're in sales and want to make $50,000, those are two separate goals, right?
Mm-hmm.
Try to and you understand this now, right, too? If somebody wants to have a six-pack, we can definitely help them get that, right? You've seen that countless times. However, it's a different goal. Like that's trying to make $500,000 a year in sales or make $50,000. So 50,000 is, hey, you're just showing up, right? There's a little bit more commitment if you want to make $500,000 or if you want to get $1 million home instead of a 200,000, right? Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
I think there's a confusion a lot of people realize with health and fitness. Anybody can get a six pack, but how much are you willing to put commitment in to do that? But if you have a wife and a 3-year-old or 1-year-old, like, yeah, maybe that's not the priority right now, but it could be. But we really just got to set the standard for what that looks like, right?
Yeah.
So one standard you had in 2017 that you did not have that you do now is, so you're just planning your time at the gym. You're not just going. And then also just being aware of what you're eating and doing some planning around what you're eating. Not dieting, not nutrition, just what you're eating. A little bit of a plan. That doesn't sound too difficult.
Not at all.
No. Do you think anybody could do that?
Yes.
Okay. Has there been anything you've built off of that? So scheduling your workouts, like carving out that time, and then also just being aware of what you're eating. How do you work that with your wife and the kids? Because, again, you got a little hectic life that I'm sure many people can relate to. Have those standards stayed in place for you?
No, because like you're always talking with your wife, right? So you're a lot of times you plan your meal together. Like for us, it's dinner.
Right. But you're still planning it, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So and a lot of times your goals kind of mesh and you start running together. Because if the whole family is eating something else and it's always around,
you're going to eat it.
Yeah. Like for me, I love bread.
Me too. Your wife makes great bread, by the way. Yeah. Sourdough
bread.
So we only have it when we want to eat it, and then we don't have it in the house.
Yeah. And I think, getting your family on board and letting not only your family, but your friends, everybody else about your goals. It's that public accountability. I put it out there, and watch your family support you. And now the meals become more supportive of your goals, and they jump on. My kids are young. What a cool thing if your kids start working out with you.
Yeah.
And as they're growing up, right? They see healthy eating.
Yeah.
All those things I think the problems and things that we don't handle ourselves get transferred over to our kids, the people that we love.
So, Alex, is there some type of, have you set a system up around the new standards you have in your life that you're able to still make the gym when life gets crazy, or pivot and do a short little workout at home? Any, like, letting your family in on your goals? I'm sure you didn't do that 10 years ago, right?
Yeah. That's a big one, right? It's just kind of sharing and talking over where you want to be, the outcome you're going for, and getting your spouse to buy in on that and support you. And if we're eating together, then
was that easy at first?
It's not easy in first, but in a way, it's if you have a supportive wife, becomes very easy because you guys both ultimately want to be healthy and fit.
Yeah.
Like in my family, that's the case, right?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
our food changed as we became more conscious of it, or we learned, what we're putting in our body. So our pantry changed, the stuff that we're buying, the quality of food, kind of changes how we feel.
Well,
and
you guys
eventually how we
garden
look.
more now, right? You got your
Yeah,
backyard.
we grow our stuff. Yeah, we buy from
like a mini
local
homestead.
sources. Yeah.
It's pretty awesome, actually. So you haven't been perfect over the last 9 years, have you?
No, I'm not perfect now.
What's something that you've slipped throughout this process? Like, has there been a couple weeks where you haven't made the gym? You're like, crap.
Yeah, 100%.
When does that happen?
End of year. I can go back last month, and I could see myself not being physically in the gym and working out with the guys here, but I'd get something at home, right? There's been times where I'd miss the whole week, and beat myself up for it. But I'd go on for a walk.
How did beating yourself up work for you?
It's never good, right?
Yeah, never good.
But it's not really beating yourself up. It's like, your standards, and if you don't hit them for whatever reason, you're consciously kind of beating yourself because I know I'm better than this.
Yeah. What
makes
pulls
you
you back
readjust?
in? Like, what gets you back online? Is it thinking about your dad who wasn't the healthiest? Is it thinking about your kids? What is it that pulls you back in? Like, I got to get my crap together or whatever. Or is there a self-talk?
It's not just me, right? So I got the coaching staff, you, always in my phone, like, when are you working out? That's one thing. And if I didn't make it today, right? That's one. And
I literally probably text you every week, right? Alex, when
yeah,
you're coming in.
yeah, when you're coming in,
When you work
and I have
out.
to go plan that, show you my date,
Yeah.
and then I'm accountable to it, right? Whether I show up or not. But yeah, for me, it's for me right now, it's my kids, and really myself. I know I'm the best version of myself when I do the simple thing of actually showing up for myself and taking some time.
Yeah.
And sometimes it means that, hey, I have to tell my family I'm gonna go take care of me for 1 hour today, or squeeze it in my time. I'll wake up early,
Yeah.
and it's not a sacrifice to me; it's an investment.
It's an investment.
Yeah.
Okay. So funny you hit that. So we'll end on that. So it's an investment. So what is it that who are you? Who is Alex when you are training consistently? Like when your weeks are rolling, you're in here 2 to 3 days a week. Your kids are up, but you're reading to them. You're teaching them everything you want to teach them. You're there for your wife. Who are you when everything is just clicking?
I'm probably the best version of myself, and the happiest version of myself, because I know that, like for me, I look at it as like, what habits am I transferring to my kids?
Because they're watching all the time, aren't
Right.
they? Watching and listening.
So I can tell them a million things, but they're gonna catch more of it, right? By what they're seeing me do, seeing me wake up earlier, go to the gym, work out, and they're gonna want to do it with me. I think that's the biggest motivator for me. And when I'm showing up, just doing the simple things, putting myself first, filling my glass. I'm the best version for my wife. I'm the best version for myself at work. And I feel better and look better.
Yeah.
If I let 3 weeks go, trust me, I feel it in my pants.
Yeah.
I feel it in my belts.
It's funny you said about your kids, though. I had a coach years ago say to me, like, everything you do is seen under a microscope, and everything you say is heard over a megaphone, and that is so true with kids, right? You can't get anything by them.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, like, amplified,
Right.
right? So, cool. Well, Alex, awesome stuff. Any last thoughts or anything?
No, thanks for having me.
Do you feel interrogated right now?
I do.
You do. That's good. That's good. See, that's the coaching. That's
Opening the shell.
accountability. So that is the Rare Fitness Podcast. Thanks for listening. If you like this episode 1, by the way, with the great Alex Marshall, thanks for being on, buddy. Like, subscribe, comment. If you know anybody who is struggling with their health and fitness, if you know somebody who's just not showing up as the best version of themselves, let us know. I'm going to leave you all with a quote we have right here. You are stronger than you think you are, and you can do more than you think you can. Get out there today and do more for yourself. See ya. Okay.
And you can cut the "feel it in my pants" off.
No.
I feel it in my pants when I don't work out.
I'm going to send him some eggplant emojis.
Here's a reel.
Justin, when this comes out, the little clip you got to put on there, I can feel it in my pants.
Can you feel
Alex Marshall.
Can you feel it?
All right, you ready?
The rare difference.
Yeah, the rare. You're listening to the rare difference where you're going to feel it in your pants. Oh my
You will
God.
feel it in your pants.
All right.